This is Dr. Chen, CDC veterinary epidemiologist. I have maybe 10 minutes before they find this location. You weren't supposed to hear this transmission, but you're listening now, which means you've already been marked as a potential case. If you own a dog or have been around dogs in the last 72 hours, you are at risk. The symptoms start small. Your pet stares longer, tilts its head at wrong angles. But the real danger begins when they stand up. Dogs don't naturally walk upright. Their anatomy can't support it. When a healthy dog tries, they wobble and fall. So when your golden retriever stands on its hind legs and walks across your living room with perfect posture, when it maintains eye contact while doing it, that's when you run. But people don't run. They think it's cute. They record videos. Look what Max learned. They share it online with friends, with strangers. Those videos are how it spreads. By watching this transmission, you've been exposed. The contamination isn't just physical anymore. It's observation. It's knowledge. Ask yourself, when did you last see your dog walk normally, on all fours, without that strange knowing look? If you can't remember, we're already too late. 3 weeks ago, pet owners started calling clinics. My dog is acting weird. Dogs sitting upright like humans in chairs. Perfect spine alignment. Owners thought it was charming. Then came the walking. Short bursts at first, upright to the food bowl, then back to four legs. A Chihuahua in Denver, maintaining perfect balance despite its size. Veterinarians found nothing wrong. X-rays normal. Blood work clean. But the dogs were learning. Think about your dog right now. How does it greet you? Jump excitedly? Run in circles? Or does it stand up and walk toward you with measured, deliberate steps? Static burst. The changes were subtle. Dogs watching owners more intently, positioning themselves in doorways, observing. Their normal activities became secondary to studying human behavior. Videos went viral. Dogs that think they're human. Millions of views. Each view spread the pattern. Dogs weren't just walking upright. They were mimicking us. Opening doors by turning handles, sitting at dinner tables, some attempting to use tools. But the most disturbing reports were the staring. Dogs would stand in hallways, motionless on two legs, staring at family members for hours. When approached, they wouldn't respond to names, just maintained eye contact with expressions described as too intelligent. Children became afraid first. They refused to be alone with pets, complained dogs were watching them sleep. Adults dismissed it. Dogs are protective. Look at your dog right now. Don't be obvious. Is it lying normally or sitting upright, spine straight, watching you? If it's watching with that focused intensity, your dog isn't just a pet anymore. It's studying you, learning how to be human. And once it finishes learning, it's going to bite you. Case file number 001. Henderson family. Ohio. Mrs. Henderson's Labrador stood upright in their kitchen for 4 hours. When her husband approached, the dog turned its head 180 degrees to maintain eye contact while keeping its body facing forward. They evacuated that night. Case file number 014. Brooklyn Elementary Therapy dog. Princess stood during reading time, walking between children's desks on hind legs with perfect balance. When teachers intervened, Princess made eye contact with Mrs. Patterson and smiled. Dogs don't smile. The school closed indefinitely. Case file number 027. Seattle. David Morrison's border collie learned to open doors, standing upright, turning handles like hands. Rex would visit neighbors' houses, opening doors and standing in living rooms, watching. Animal control found Rex in the Pattersons' kitchen at 3 a.m., staring at their baby monitor. But these were just the beginning, when only dogs were affected. Case file number 043. Austin, Texas. Sarah Williamson called 911, screaming her husband was walking wrong. Paramedics found James standing in their backyard for 6 hours, spine straight, arms at sides, staring at the fence. He wouldn't respond. When they tried moving him, he turned his head while keeping his body motionless. The same behavior documented in infected dogs. Sarah noticed a fresh bite on James's wrist from their beagle, Charlie. Charlie was found standing in their bedroom closet, watching Sarah through a crack in the door. Case file number 051, Denver hospital doctor. Patricia Vance was found standing motionless in the parking garage for 12 hours. Security footage showed her maintaining position from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. When questioned, she only repeated, "I'm learning to walk correctly now." Her dachshund was found in her office, standing on the desk, staring at patient files. The pattern. Dogs learn perfect upright posture. They watch and study human behavior. Then they bite, precisely targeting areas where saliva enters the bloodstream efficiently. The infected humans don't become violent. They just stand, perfectly straight, watching with the same focused intensity as their dogs. They're not human anymore. Follow my instructions exactly. This is a contamination assessment. First, count every dog you can see around you. Include pictures, toys, anything canine. Now count again, but only dogs standing upright like humans. If the second number is higher than 0, don't move. Just keep listening. Second, think about last week. How many times did you see a dog walking upright, in person, online, in videos? If more than once, you've been exposed. Third, check your phone photos. Any pictures of dogs from the last 3 weeks? Look carefully. Is any dog positioned unusually, standing too straight? Looking at the camera with awareness that seems too human? If yes, your device is compromised. The contamination spreads through digital media. Fourth, stand up right now. Notice your posture. Are you standing naturally with micro movements and weight shifts? Or perfectly straight, spine aligned, motionless? If you're standing unnaturally straight, if you feel like you're performing correct standing, you're exhibiting stage 2 symptoms. Fifth, find your dog. Don't call its name. Just locate it visually. Is it standing upright, looking directly at you, even though you've been quiet? If yes, it's been monitoring you this entire time, waiting for behavioral patterns it's programmed to recognize. Final test. Remember the last time you walked with completely normal posture. Casual, relaxed, naturally human. Can you remember? Or do you realize you've been walking with deliberate precision for days now? If you can't remember walking normally, if you've been unconsciously mimicking the upright movements of infected dogs, the virus is rewriting your motor functions. You're in stage 3. Stage 4 is when you start looking for someone to bite. Check your hands. Are you positioning fingers like you're preparing to grab someone? Your mouth. Do your teeth feel sharper, more saliva than usual? If you answered yes, you're not watching this broadcast to learn about the virus. You're watching because the virus wants you to. You're being programmed to spread contamination. Everyone you've been staring at lately. They're your targets. The bite is coming. Containment has failed. This is Dr. Chen from Emergency Bunker 7. It didn't start 3 weeks ago. It started 3 months ago. The government knew. CDC, WHO, they classified it as behavioral anomaly and ordered media suppression. Algorithms flagged upright dog videos. News outlets received direct orders. But they couldn't stop private sharing. Current statistics. 47% of dog-owning households report abnormal posture behavior. 23% have infected family members. In your neighborhood, 1 in 4 homes contains an infected dog. 1 in 7 people has been bitten. The virus rewrites neural pathways controlling species identity. Infected dogs think they are human, but wrong, uncanny. Infected humans think they're becoming superior. They're organizing. Yesterday, every dog in a 6-block radius gathered at Millfield Elementary at 3:17 a.m., all standing upright, facing the same direction for 4 hours. When morning came, they dispersed. Families never noticed. Infected humans have stopped working normally. They arrive at jobs but stand in corridors, watching co-workers. Students and teachers exhibiting unusual posture during classes. They're targeting the vulnerable first. Elderly, children, anyone who can't run or expose bite marks before infection takes hold. Your news anchor. Check their posture during broadcasts. Your child's teacher, your doctor, your neighbor. How many have been standing differently, walking with eerie, perfect posture? The infected see themselves as upgraded. They believe they've discovered the correct way to exist. Bites aren't aggressive. They're gentle, precise, loving. They think they're helping you. You have 72 hours from bite to full conversion. But during those hours, you're already spreading the virus through proximity, conversation, unconscious behavioral mimicking. Everyone you've been near, they're all potential carriers exhibiting. Stage 1. Improved posture, increased awareness, longer periods of staring, critical mass achieved. By tomorrow, half the population will be walking with that unnaturally perfect posture. By next week, the other half will be running. But there's nowhere to run. They found the bunker. Security monitors showed dozens of them, humans and dogs in perfect formation outside, not breaking in, just waiting. My neighbors, my colleagues, my sister Sarah with her Pomeranian, both in that impossible posture, staring at the camera like they can see me. And you? They can see you too. Check your windows. Right now, are there figures standing in your yard, on your street, perfectly still, upright? If you see any... This transmission was never meant to warn you. It was meant to locate you. Everyone who accessed this broadcast is being tracked. Did you follow my instructions? Stand when I told you? Check your posture? You weren't taking an assessment. You were performing a compliance test. And you passed. The virus spreads through concentrated exposure to infected behavior patterns. This entire broadcast, every instruction you followed, was an infection vector. Look at your posture right now, straighter than when you started. That awareness of holding yourself correctly, that's stage 2 progression. The figures outside aren't there to attack. They're welcoming you to complete your transformation. In 6 hours, you'll feel compelled to join them, stand in formation, help identify candidates for enhancement, and when you find them, you'll bite them.